Where do you want to travel?
Anywhere.
Out of your family, who are you the closest to?
Oh, my mom.
And which celebrity do you want to be your BFF?
I don't want to be basic and say Taylor Swift, but like, I guess her. I can't think of any other celebrities. Can I say Brene Brown? Is she a celebrity?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, never mind.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Ducharme, and this is Shared Weakness. Today on our show, we have Julianna Squires. And fun fact, she is my partner in crime. We work at Annunciation in Ottawa as co-youth coordinators, which is actually pretty cool. So we do basically everything together at this point. Um, so on today's show, we're going to be talking about impatience or being impatient. So Juliana, why don't you, tell us about your kind of experience with being impatient or impatience, and how might someone know that they struggle with that?
Good question. The one moment that I always go back to when I think about impatience is I was in grade 12 and I would drive my brother and myself to school, and it was about half an hour away. So like I wanted to be early, and you never knew like if you were going to hit traffic, what that was going to look like. And so, but my brother is just like chronically late for everything,
Mm.
just like doesn't think things through. And so every morning he would get in the car and he would be late, and I would just lose it. Like, with your family, you can just say things that you can't really say with other people. And yeah, that poor kid just like bared the wrath of Julianna at 7 in the morning,
Oh,
almost every day for like a year. So yeah, I think that was when I was like, okay, like that was an unnecessary amount of anger towards him for being late.
yeah. Well, I've definitely lost it on my brother too. So, you know what? I think it's might just be an older sibling thing, you know. um, but why don't you tell us about a little bit of your experience with this, and like how has it affected other people? How has it affected you? Yeah, why don't you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I definitely think that it is worse in the context of my family than it is outside of my
Mm,
family. I think my family would pretty easily say that I'm an impatient person. I just like things to be done, I guess, on time and to a certain extent. So I'll get frustrated or frazzled if that doesn't happen. And that does result in me like saying things angrily to my family. And I think outside of my family, like with my
mhm,
friends and with people I work with and all these things, I think it comes out in like I just turn inwards and like I can't really focus. I kind of tunnel vision, and
mm,
so I forget that the people in front of me are still people, and like the task does not come first.
mhm.
Um, yeah, and so I think it just like it prevents me from seeing other people's needs, and it makes me focus only on myself and what I think needs to be done and what I think needs to happen.
Yeah, remembering that people are people. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the ultimate goal, is trying to remember that, we're all just human. We're all trying to make it through life. Um, Now, here's the big question: how are you working to overcome being impatient, and how can the people watching work on that too?
That's a good question. I think the one thing that I've been reminding myself of is like these people will always be more important than whatever task I'm doing.
Hmm.
And so the question I always go back to is like, is this a salvation issue? So is the fact that we're going to be 5 minutes late for this meeting, or something won't be done on time, like, is that worth my eternal salvation or their eternal salvation?
Hmm.
And if the answer is no, then chances are I can probably chill out. And of course, maybe you need to apologize or um, figure out something to get better, so that way that doesn't happen. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't make the difference between heaven or hell, then it's not worth being upset about.
Yeah, I think that's a great rule. That is a fantastic rule. And if it doesn't impact you from going to heaven or hell, then is it really worth it? And I
Exactly.
think and I think that's what we need to take away from today. Um, yeah. So thank you, Juliana, for being here. It's been great to have you. Great chatting with you. I'll see you upstairs in a couple minutes. Um, but yeah, I just want to tell you guys, if you guys want to hear about a specific weakness, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. And remember, be a friend, tell a friend. So if you like what you saw here, tell your friends about it, tell your family. It'll be great. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex. Peace.